Greetings and good day. How are you all today? I was actually just stepped away getting myself some breakfast. I had not I just woke up an hour ago. I had not quite realized that they already started showing shit. I thought there was a half hour left. Why have they done this to me? What are they showing? But yeah, also, greetings and good day, the Fox. How are you today? Yeah, I stepped away and I'm like, I'll start at 40 minutes beforehand, right? No big deal.
Hey guys, I'm Yugra and I'm an artist from Estonia. I like both
What are they
digital
showing
and
right
physical
now?
forms of art. I like to experiment with materials and I'm a huge fan of collab projects. My cosplay is a home decor
Cosplay. They're showing cosplay.
Extra cyberpunk swag. My jacket has an inbuilt screen for ads, while
Wow.
the boots are enchanted with lights and smoke machines.
Yeah, people are hyped for this game.
2077 is my most ambitious project, and I hope you enjoy it.
I might have to find a new hotkey for my mute and unmute because I'm currently eating my cereal and I don't like chewing and stuff like that in the microphone.
3 minutes. Heal, diagnose, extract. An emergency unit has been dispatched.
Oh, you don't?
Information soldier comes equipped with
Well, you're gonna find out. You're basically gonna get a crash course today, DeFox.
Deadly accuracy, faster reflexes, and of course, greater strength.
Basically, the game was announced 8
The
years
soldier,
ago.
equipped with the most recent
Since then-
counter industry's weapons, the best weapons in the market.
Since then, the hype for it has been immense, as you may be well aware. Obviously, because they have a fan video they're showing right now of the individuals who have cosplays. Everyone has been like, yes, CD Projekt Red, the company who made the Witcher games. Yes, give me that right in my veins. And then, a couple years back, Keanu Reeves was in an advertisement, and the world lost their goddamn mind. Because that man could literally read off a recipe and make it sound badass. Cyberpunk 2077 is based off of Cyberpunk 2020, which is a tabletop RPG. The actual creator of the tabletop RPG was involved in the creation of this game, so it's as close to the lore as it possibly can be. It's like this Cyberpunk is like this steampunky. I want to be able to see better, so I put cybernetics into my eye, right? I will say this is a pretty sweet fan video. What else could I say for the crash course? People are hyped. I'm gonna basically shut up and let this play because this shit is awesome.
And thought that was the most interesting problem that we had to solve. Thus, we brought him to life. Here's what we got.
Heard you were looking for me. Come.
So you are...
Catherine, but you can call me V.
You are not what I expected.
What? Can a girl from Czech Republic do guns in that city?
Yes, I mean, no, what I meant actually was...
Look, here you can be anything you want. That's why I'm here. Sorry, buying or not? Military Anthony of Lexington. With rapid fire. Come now, GP clear. Hoe giet die het hangen? And our big boy Achilles. So, which one? Thirsty? You forgot to check out these!
Wow, they were all amazing. Do you have your favorite? Because they certainly didn't make it easy for us to choose. But before we meet our judges and reveal the winners, let's talk about prizes one more time. I already mentioned the $30,000 prize pool, but that's not all. Our team has prepared a little surprise. We decided that regular trophies are not cool enough. So instead of that, the top 3 will receive detailed props based on weapons from the game. They have been made specifically for this occasion, and winners will be able to do with them as they please. They can use them as props in their photo shoots, or just display them in a cool place in their houses or their workshops. To be able to judge everyone fairly, earlier this September, we organized a pre-judging session with each of our finalists. We were joined by our expert judges, Mau Cosplay and Maya Felicitas. You may know them as the original Vs. So, after taking a closer look at every picture, every video, every work-in-progress material sent by our finalists, and asking them detailed questions about their costumes, we have finally come up with a decision. So let's hear it from our judges.
The third place goes to someone who did an incredibly authentic job. When you see him walking in the streets, you think this guy came straight from the game.
He looks like the real deal. Ladies and gentlemen, the third place goes to Larry Hastings, aka Vulture Productions, from the US as Royce.
Yay!
The winner of the second place did something that none of us or any of the other judges have ever seen before. Her crafting skills are outstanding and she left all of us speechless.
Ladies and gentlemen, and comrades, the second place goes to Russian name Anna Ormely Milova from Russia as Lizzie Wizzy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
The first place goes to someone who used almost every cosplay technique we've ever heard of and also used some very professional techniques.
She even cut her long hair and shaved her head for this cyberpunk character.
She's super dedicated and also had to learn a bunch of new skills, all of them to be combined in her breathtaking cosplay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Leute, the first place in the cyberpunk cosplay contest goes to, let's say it together,
Okay.
Tingilia Cosplay from Germany as Dum Dum!
Congratulations!
Would you like to say something?
Congratulations! That was amazing. Please make sure to spend that cash wisely. Or not. I guess this is it. This is the end of the contest. It has been a wild ride for all of us, but let me tell you one thing before we finish. I'd like to thank every single participant. Whether you made it to the finale or not, you all showed enormous talent and determination, and I hope that you will keep up the good work, because there's still so many characters left to cosplay, and you will be able to meet them very soon on November 19th, 2020. So thank you once again, and see you in Night City.
God, I'm so hyped for this game. It's amazing that it's this close. You know what I mean? And I'm glad for it. I'm glad they didn't decide to just push out the game when it was how many months ever? April? Six months when it was 6 months behind? Oh, excuse me, shit, sorry. I kind of scoffed down my cereal really fast, so I might have breakfast burps. Anyways. Yeah, I am, God, I'm hyped for this game. The cosplay was amazing. It's also amazing to see the kind of lengths some people go to in order to do the cosplay and make it as authentic looking as possible. But yeah, I decided I'm gonna start a stream, stepped away for a minute, came back, and I was like, wait a minute, they're showing things. Why are they showing things this early? So now the question is, we got 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Are they gonna show anything else, or are they just gonna chill with this in the background? I'd be okay with that. I'll have to make sure there's no silence with the sound of my own voice. But yeah, this is the first time I've gone live outside of playing a video game. And I figured, what the hell, might as well do this because I'm hyped for this game, and might as well just check it out with other people who are also hyped for the game, and members of the community, if they feel like it. Because, like I said, I intend to do at least a 24-hour stream of this game when it releases. And I'm going to start early. I'm going to start my stream earlier than I normally do, at like 4 p.m. And then from then, we go to 4 p.m. the next day, at the very least. Potentially 4 p.m. 3 days after, like on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. If my math's correct. I think we start Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, we might be ending on 4 p.m. Friday, if not after that. Hell, we could all go all the way till 12 a.m. on Saturday. Depends on how well we can sustain ourselves. Oh boy. I'm gonna actually make a command after this. I'm gonna make a 2077 command that's gonna basically say, on the 19th at 4 p.m. with the candlestick. Oh yeah, no, for sure it's gonna be a 24-hour stream of the game when it releases. But it might end up being like 72 hours. If not even further beyond. And then insert long ass scream here. If you can't tell, it takes me like an hour and a half to an hour to wake. I woke up at 10:30. The Fox, here's the thing, the Fox. Regardless of whether or not I was streaming, say I never started streaming, right? Say I was just playing games like I normally do. Hilariously enough, I'm not bullshitting you. Me starting streaming has actually caused me to play video games less than I normally do. Because I got in my mind now, it's like, my mind goes, it's pointless to play a video game and not stream it right now. Or record it at the very least. That's what my brain does. So, the only time I'm actually playing, aside from mobile games, when I'm in the restroom or something like that, the only time I play video games is when I'm streaming, right? And I have at times when I'm really hyped for a game, like so hyped my leg's shaking like it is right now. Like I'm holding my leg and it's still not stopping the shaking because I have some kind of ADD or ADHD or whatever the hell it's called, where when you get excited you move around a little bit. Well, I'm that right now, right? And whenever I get like that for a video game, I end up staying up for 2-3 days playing it. That's including on school days, by the way. Hell, on one day, when a game released, I was very sick that day with something called fishing fever. Obviously, it wasn't because we were fishing, but because I was playing video games. Oh, there's gonna be an auto chess update? We'll have to check that out when it comes out. It'll interrupt our what the hell's it? Watch Dogs. It'll interrupt our regularly scheduled Watch Dogs, but that's okay. I'll have to check out the auto chess update. Sure. But yeah, my sleep, regardless if I was streaming or not, was gonna get killed anyways. I'll basically sleep the whole day on Saturday. And that is a-okay with me. But yeah, another little bit of a preface thing to go over with this game is Basically, a way to put it into perspective is you could say that this game is like a futuristic Skyrim. That's kind of like what you could say this game is. To put it into perspective. It's still mind-boggling to be like, wait a minute, this game was announced how many years ago? Or was it 2014? No, 2012? It was... Wait, this game was announced in 2012? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Stone Spirit. We'll have to do a couple of Spirit runs. Maybe Friday. Maybe Friday we'll do a couple hours of Watch Dogs. And then just mess around in auto chess. Because it's been a while since I played. Like a week or so. Yeah, because I was playing Amnesia, The Dark Descent. No, because I played auto chess on that. No, it's been like 3-4 days. No, 5 days for me because I didn't play over the weekend. Among Us I do intend to get to at some point. That'll be fun. Potentially either figuring out who in the community is an imposter or who is a Mata. Mata. And of course I said that exactly as wrong as you could say it just to be a smartass. But I'm currently like sucked into Watch Dogs right now. So it'll probably be a little bit for Among Us. Because it's gonna be Watch Dogs this week and possibly next week. Oh, it got popular in those 2 years. No. I mean, Among Us got popular a couple months ago. It's funny because before I was watching Among Us on a lot of these other mainstream streamers, or these very, very well-known streamers, a couple of my buddies linked me a video to a streamer slash YouTuber by the name of Kaif, K-A-I-F. He's he's a Welsh streamer that, with his buddies that used to play slash stream World of Warcraft, now together they stream and record and whatever, a whole bunch of other games. And that's when I first saw Among Us. And then right after that, they had been playing for quite some time, but right after that, it feels like everyone caught wind of it. Everyone caught wind of it and was like, this is the game now. This is the game that is currently in the spotlight right now. AKA Reddit. And we're at the 60-second point. So 30-second thoughts really quickly. Anybody in the chat? Of nerves break down. I mean, I'm excited. Another thing that I'm gonna go live for really quickly is the video game awards at December 10th. That's probably around the normal time I live stream video gaming, but I'm gonna try and start doing these events that I'm excited for, and even some events that I might not be excited for. Ooh, I'm actually like, I gotta stand up. I can't sit down right now. I'm gonna wear a hole through my carpet if I don't stand up. Oh God. Just inject it straight into my veins, please, and thank you. DMCA, here we come. Whatever. Hopefully it won't mute the VOD. If it does, what can you do?
Welcome to Night City Wire, Episode 4, the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to start today's episode by giving you a look at just some of the vehicles you might
Hell yes.
during your time in Night City, and having a chat to senior vehicle artist Paul, who's going to give us a little bit more information before we take you behind the scenes and a look at the lengths the teams have gone to bring vehicles to life. We're also going to have news on an exciting collaboration. Then we're going to be talking
Oh, a
about
collab.
fashion and styles in Night City before we recap the incredibly talented finalists in our Cyberpunk cosplay contest.
Hey, we just
We'll then
watched that.
wrap up today's episode with some news about Stadia. There is a lot to talk about. So
Stadia still exists? Oh, good for them! They've managed to hold on. Maybe even more so, because apparently Cyberpunk person's talking about them. Drives of the dark future.
In a huge open world like Night City, you need a chill ride to get around fast. And in Cyberpunk 2077, there are tons of cool vehicles to choose from.
Get this. 4-liter engine, 6-cylinder, goes from 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds. You fucking believe that?
We've crafted every car and
Oh, okay, nice. I like that. I'm glad we get third person when driving.
Not to mention the interiors. You can expect everyone not only to look unique, but to deliver a unique driving experience.
Give me that pickup truck. That's probably something you get only right off the bat from
Don't expect advanced tech or luxurious materials here.
the One History or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's not the size that counts, I guess.
This class is
Not
mostly
the size
utility
that
vehicles and low-end clunkers made for every pocket.
Hold on. It's a wreck.
My damn wreck.
Oh.
Definitely no guy or girl magnet.
If you need to impress, look to this class alone.
The corpos are definitely going to be the ones that have vehicles like that.
Match it in cash, but you can forget about the fight.
With these
For the most
wheels,
part,
no
maybe.
expense has been spared, no frill ignored. Their plush interiors decked out in all the latest.
Oh, we're also getting name brands for the cars too.
And enjoy the ride.
The mini car, yeah.
Masterful engineering and practical design. Trucks and tanks for when you need power.
Tanks, actual tanks. They use the word tank. They use the word tank.
Beast, my pride and joy.
Hell yeah.
These monsters are literally unstoppable. These are for chooms who love the smell
Sport.
of exhaust and the
Hell
roar
yeah.
of street wildlife.
Muscle cars.
Their powerful engines
Looking
and
like-
exchangeable parts make them perfect.
Unless those aren't the muscle cars.
Come on! I want to smell that choo-choo burn!
But it looks like they got a couple of muscle cars as well.
Whether it's street racing, running from the NCPD, or just showing off in the streets, with these high-powered beasts, you will have only respect.
Oh yeah, I like that!
If you need speed and armor, the Hypercar class is for you. It means precise bodywork, built-in LiDAR arrays, and really expensive materials.
Okay, now those are the corpo cars. Never mind.
Probably less than 1,000 people in the world can afford the Erendite.
Not your typical urban vehicle.
They will take you places you never dreamed you'd go. Oh, and original vehicles are not all you'll find in 2077.
Original?
We also found room on our roster for some true automotive icons.
Floor it, V.
Looks like they're gonna have classics, like classics of like
Paul, thank you so much for joining us.
before the
It's fair to
2020s.
say we've come a
Interesting.
really long way from Roach in The Witcher, so there's a lot to talk about.
Yep, there's a lot to talk about.
That's the horse.
Let's
Roach.
start with the various classes of different cars, because in the video we saw there were things like economy and luxury vehicles. But can you tell us a bit more about their kind of design philosophy?
They only talked about 5
What
classes.
kind of class offer when people are driving them around Night City?
Absolutely. Depending on the variation of the car that you're either buying or stealing, depending on your flavor, yeah, you'll notice that they don't just look different.
Please let me buy every single
but
one of the
also
cars
trying
and
to
store them in a
feel
digital
different.
garage or
If
some
you're
shit.
buying or stealing a nice fancy-looking sports color version of a car, you'll notice that it drives, faster. sounds
Customization.
more punchy, and
Please talk
more
about
fancy
customization for the vehicles.
A junkier version of that same car. It can have solar panels tied to the roof.
Rat
some
rods.
other pipes that are hot wiring, some other
That's what
cyberpunk
basically that is.
components in your car. And well, if it looks cheap, it probably drives cheap too.
So it seems that not only do the cars look good on the outside, but there's an awful lot of detail on the inside as well. Things like the dashboard. So can you tell us more about that? Because I know if you find a Quadra Type 66 in the city, it's going to look totally different from the Quadra Type 66 that the gangs are driving out in the Badlands, both outside and inside.
Yep, definitely. If you're about to steal a very nice high-end car, for example, when you get in, you'll see the dashboard light up nicely, you'll see your dial indicators revving a little bit, but that may not exist for a junk version at all. It may have the dashboard ripped out completely. No matter what your flavor is, you'll find something that suits your needs.
So,
little toaster cars are the best sometimes.
Because I know people have been asking.
Yes, we're absolutely going to have several races in the game. Different locations.
Okay.
If you know you're going to be driving in the Badlands, maybe bring a Nomad car because it's just built to drive.
Nomad, that's what I was looking
If
for.
you know you're going to be racing in Night City.
Nomad, Corpo, and Street Kid.
Because you're going to need all the power you can get. No matter where you're racing, though, you need to bring a gun because this is Night City and you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, so you talk about bringing cars then.
So,
Let's talk about like stalling and calling cars because we know people can steal them. But what if somebody's found a car and they absolutely love this particular one? Is there a way for players to kind of build that collection? And then how do they actually, summon them?
Well, summoning cars works pretty much the same as you would summon Roach in The Witcher 3. Your transportation may or may not show up on a roof somewhere. But, we're still working on fixing some bugs here and there. If there's a car that you really, really like very much, if you can't wait to own a Quadra or a Type 66.
Wait, that looked... Whoa.
And says, hey, got a Quadra for sale for you, you want to buy it? All you have to do
That looked like some kind of focus mode, because the way that the light was going, it looked like things were slowed down and you going really fucking fast, but things were like slow motion.
Unique in every way. It's got a unique interior, unique exterior, paint job.
It kind of did the same there a little bit.
So in the video, we did mention there was space for a true automotive icon. Do you want to reveal what that actually is?
Of course. The car in question here is Johnny Silverhand's car. And Johnny Silverhand is, well, he's a big rocker boy and he needs some wheels to match.
Damn.
So we gave him a 911 Porsche from 1977, which means in 2077, Johnny's car is going to be exactly 100 years old.
Well, Paul, thank you so
much. There's the classic.
Personally, I think I'm going to try and balance being a super cool badass mercenary and driving a Mai Mai because I love that little car. I think I could
Mai Mai.
Right? I could be cool and in a Mai Mai.
Definitely.
Apparently, the host also shares your love for that car, DeFox.
I'll try my very best. We'll see. In past episodes, we've said that music plays a huge part in bringing Night City to life, but it's not just music. Our teams went to incredible lengths to recreate and capture the sounds that really bring these vehicles
November
to life.
19th?
I mean, we might have had some fun driving them, but I'm pretty sure that's just a perk of the job.
November 19th, I think, is when the game comes out. I will see you then, the Fox. I'll see you in a month.
We started with the visuals, and then we wanted to attach
those look so good, man.
So that you have like a nice feeling or a nice vibe of the complete car. And then we moved on to organizing the whole thing. Early on, we made the decision that we are going to record on the racetracks, and then we are going to record cars in movement. We started cooperation with Tomek Choki, who is like very, very well-known racing driver in Poland. That's really a nice sensation when you're driving with a racing driver and then he pushes the car to the
Okay,
limit.
this shit's awesome.
The G's with the braking and tight cornering, and you can feel the car bending the laws of physics.
Cyberpunk is like motion captured, it's animated. It's not what's that called? There's a word for it, but it's not real people. This is them going over like this is them going over like the what's it called? Fuck. Behind the scenes stuff like that. They're talking about how they decided to make the cars and stuff like that. Greetings and good day, Grant Kirkland. How are you today?
To do in a short time span.
Oh,
we had the team of mechanics from
Oh no, that never mind.
And they helped us immensely.
That was me.
What they've done, they allowed us
I made myself
put
sound.
the microphones into places that we wouldn't be able to access.
But yeah, basically they
putting in mics.
Oh yeah, it's only gonna be for a little bit.
To locate the places that are best.
Usually
Till this is over, then I'm gonna step away until the normal time.
And 2 microphones in the car. Cars are very, very complex.
But basically, it's awesome. It is awesome to see them. It is absolutely phenomenal to see them use real cars to model the video game cars off of. So, how the cars handle in the game, for the most part, is how they actually handle. And the reason that it's so early, I'm gonna try and make sure I talk over the music so it doesn't get the VOD muted. Hopefully it doesn't. It's probably already just
normal organic,
forget it.
Electric engine that you
it's because I'm hyped for this game.
Nowadays car.
We didn't want the engines to be futuristic, sci-fi-ish sounding. We want them much more organic, much more down to earth, something that would represent the combustion engine. And on top of that, we added small elements like the futuristic horns or like a futuristic UI.
Thank you for the subscription, Grant Kirkland. The 2 months in a row. Very much appreciate it. And thank you for defending the kingdom for another month.
We wanted to be very, very close to what Mike set up in the lore. And early on, we decided to record Johnny's original car, which is Porsche 911 930
yes.
1977.
We recorded on dyno in control environment in a
Hold on a minute.
chamber. We could put Mike in very different places. Porsche 930 that we recorded.
Wow, they actually...
The only car really that will be really sounding like the real car in the real world.
They took recordings from every single... That's phenomenal. This shit's awesome.
Vehicles. Not often do we record so many vehicles for a game that is not really a racing game.
Truth being told, this was the hardest part in my sound career, and I'm very, very proud of what we achieved with the sound team. This was something that we didn't do before, so creating the designs, creating the technology.
You say too much invest, I say just enough. That's phenomenal. That's awesome. I'm hyped. I'm excited. It probably's not going to have multiplayer right off the rip, but eventually it'll probably get multiplayer, and if it does, holy shit, it'll be one of the best video racing games at the very least.
Another collaboration. This time with Johnny Silverhand. I mean Keanu Reeves.
Oh, here we go. Everyone lose your goddamn mind.
The smell. The travel. Yeah. Journey.
He is... That man has helped the hype of this game go to a stupid, ridiculous level.
You know, it's not like deeper.
I'm Guard Hollinger.
I'm Keanu Reeves.
I know.
And we're here as representatives of Arch Motorcycle, and we're doing some audio recording for Cyberpunk 2077.
Man, the music they're playing is awesome.
Arch Motorcycle is a custom production motorcycle company. What's unique about it is that the motorcycles are built on a production platform,
but
each one is designed to be able to be personalized for each customer.
Yeah, that's actually phenomenal. Nice product placement there with the Michelin tires. Bikes on motorcycles?
When, CD Projekt
or bicycles.
Approached me
I
about doing Cyberpunk
wonder if you can get a
2077.
bicycle.
They also spoke about integrating, they were fans of, or I guess people who worked at the company were fans of Arch Motorcycle, and so they broached the idea of creating kind of specialized Cyberpunk 2077 version of the Arch Motorcycle. And I thought that was a very fine idea.
That's
We have
awesome.
a motorcycle we've designed and we've been developing called the Method 143, and so that I think in particular was a creative inspiration.
Actually made a fucking
design,
motorcycle
so they
for
sort
it.
of used that as a basis and then went further. So it has a totally different, crazy looking power plant.
How much? How much is it? Which internal organ do I need to sell for that motorcycle?
Capturing sounds, getting some actual sounds of a power.
A kidney or a hunk of my liver?
Characteristics of the motorcycle, which I'm sure they will, have play with and stuff. But the source will be pure.
Yeah.
It has a sort of a racing engine in it compared to our production motorcycles. It has a dual exhaust system.
Holy shit.
Sounds pretty. Sounds good. I could definitely blindfolded tell that that's the Method 143-ish sounding motorcycle, yeah.
You know how many people are going to use Arch now to make a motorcycle that's like that? You obviously aren't going to make that motorcycle.
Nature of the role-playing aspect.
Wouldn't watch it, wait till the game comes out.
It'll be cool, like, to be
Understandable, understandable.
Going through the city streets. And
I'm the kind of person that's like, some people are like, I don't want to hear anything about Cyberpunk 2077 until it comes out. I'm like, I want to hear everything about Cyberpunk 2077 until it comes out November 19th.
As with all episodes of Night City Wire, if you're tuning in late or if you just want to watch anything again, we will be uploading everything to our channels soon. Now it's time to talk about styles in Night City. Are you more kitsch or neo-militarism?
Blows. Tell me all about the fashion souls, please, and thank you.
Welcome to the brief authoritative history of Night City. This chapter is devoted to so-called styles, deeply linked with the history of the world, and a very important aspect of life in the city. You can find them everywhere. In cars, clothes, guns, implants. They are your
That
war
pistol?
paint. As one of our sponsors says, it matters not if you're dead, as long as you're doing it in style.
What? Oh my god, that man has lost.
Swoosh, swoosh, slicing them up like sashimi.
4 visual styles.
That man
in the Night City
was
of
Anakin
2077,
Skywalker.
each with its own history, status, and features. Neon hair, illuminated tattoos, and chrome. Function comes second. Looks are what matter.
Oh, this game is very graphic. This game is very graphic. Also, don't need to be careful about talking about age for some reason, not mentioning it. I need to look more into the TOS, but you probably shouldn't be watching this if you're actually 14.
The Fourth Corporate War broke out.
Unless you're being a smartass.
was born. Vast and
Even
deep
then, don't.
crises forced people to find ways to survive by any means. Getting the job done, no matter how, was the primary goal. The look? Who cares?
I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her.
What?
Fuck them. Fuck this job.
The fuck?
This city.
Deadly elegance without ostentation. Corporate militaristic fashion.
Probably
mostly seen
not.
in
I'm
the
probably going to be
wealthier
playing more
parts of
Watch
town.
Dogs today.
Substance over style. That's the motto.
But yeah, there's some kind of TOS thing where Twitch doesn't like people talking about their age. So I want to try and get in the habit of being like, yeah, let's not mention ages.
Celebrities, brain dance stars, business magnates, heirs to corporate fortunes and corporate executives.
Oh yeah, it will.
They abandoned the cold, deadly elegance of neo-militarism and returned to the roots of kitsch, but gave it a fresh, new look.
Oh shit, these hands. Sometimes it seems like I just brushed something and sparks fly.
Every aspect of her skin was literally chromed. She chromed herself.
Thank you for your attention. We wish you
I
a
don't know
very
what style's my
pleasant stay
favorite
in
though.
our
I kind of
marvelous
like the
metropolis.
street style more than
Good
anything
luck,
else.
And goodbye.
NC's legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Luckily, matters not where you're from, matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk.
Now my question is, can we get tattoos or some kind of shit like that throughout the game?
You might have tuned in early and seen our Cyberpunk cosplay contest finale.
I
But
did.
Just in case you've missed it, we've prepared a little summary for you featuring our very talented finalists. In the Cyberpunk cosplay contest, we asked our very talented community to cosplay a character from the game based on the art, screenshots, videos, cosplay guides, etc. We thought regular trophies weren't quite cool enough, so we decided that the top 3 will receive detailed props based on weapons from the game. They have
Well, that's
been
pretty phenomenal.
specifically made for this occasion.
I missed that. I was talking over it last time.
Do with them as they please. And now, the 12 best Cyberpunk cosplayers who have competed for first place in the first official Cyberpunk 2077
Awesome.
cosplay contest. Are you ready to meet them?
I mean, we've already seen that at least. Watched it again, obviously, because I missed out on the. Unless they're gonna show the same exact video. Looks like they're just showing part of the same video and just taking little clips from it.
Now, before we wrap up today's episode, there is one more thing to talk about. Previously, we announced that Cyberpunk 2077
Oh,
is
yeah.
coming to Stadia, and today we can tell you that it is arriving on November 19th alongside other platforms, and pre-orders are starting now.
Well, that's good to hear.
Is almost
If it was
over.
anything
If you
else, it'd
do
be
want
like,
just a little bit more, then stay
why?
tuned right here on the Twitch channel and join us for our post show. As always, don't forget that if
Do
you
we watch
missed
the post show or
anything
no?
and just want to watch again, we will be uploading everything to our channels shortly. And
That
we'll
talked
be back
about-
with Night City Wire episode 5 soon.
I don't know.
You know what? Actually, there is one more thing we're going to
Well,
show you.
hold on.
Welcome to the diner.
The diner.
So what do you want? Supercar? Big house? You want to rule this city? Well, you ain't getting anywhere without an upgrade. You need a softer touch, stronger spine, because taking over Night City ain't gonna be easy.
I'm in. Cyberpunk 2077. Available November 19th.
Oh. 100% of your money goes to CD Projekt Red. That's funny. 100% of your money comes to us. That's okay. That's pretty hype. That is pretty damn hype is what that is. That hold on. Let's turn off that really quickly. I guess we go for end stream because I am gonna be wrapping up right quick here. That was ending thoughts really quickly. The fact that they actually recorded, like, filmed the vehicles, recorded the vehicles from inside, recorded the sounds of the vehicles. They've done stuff that normally is only done in racing games for the vehicles of this game. That's phenomenal. Like, you're gonna get as close to an actual experience when driving a car without actually driving a vehicle. Like, that's awesome. The clothing looks neat. It's a good thing that we can deck out our character. A little bit of backtracking. It also seemed like there were two things that I noticed. A couple of the scenes, the way they were showing it looked like they were like in slow motion. I don't know if that was ability in the game, or if it was them doing it themselves, or it was just me losing my goddamn mind and hallucinating that. But it looked like there was some kind of focus ability slowdown with driving. First of all, the clothing looked good. There's like, it seems like there's 5 different types of cars and 5 different types of clothes that kind of mix and match how your styles. From the budget vehicles to the high end, only 11 of these, only 2 of these were ever made in the world type of vehicles. They didn't talk about vehicle customization. I don't know if it's like all the vehicles are set in stone with what you get, or you can take them to a garage and actually deck them out how you want. Install Gatling guns in the headlights if you wanted to. Have no idea. So that's a little unfortunate. I would hope that they do have some kind of vehicle customization, if only at the very least to allow us to color our vehicle the way that we want to. I noticed in the background a little bit that Keanu Reeves' character, Johnny Silverhand, would comment as you were making comments. Like, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it kind of a situation. And Johnny would make a comment on that. That, or when he was stealing the piece of shit car and the person was like, it's a piece of junk. And he's like, yeah, but now it's my piece of junk. Again, Johnny Silverhand made a comment on that. I know by the lore that he's apparently in your mind. So that's gonna be fun. The style, like I said, the style of clothing, I was kind of paying attention to it, but not as much as I probably should have. The vehicles kind of got all my attention, and the clothing, which is nice. I think I'm not too worried about the clothing that much, because it doesn't seem like you'll be able to see yourself that often. Then again, that doesn't really matter, because you spend 12 hours decking out your character's face and then wear a helmet for the entire game in some games. So I'll probably spend 12 hours at the very least just dealing with the character's clothing style. I'm being somewhat sarcastic. The fact that they custom built a motorcycle just to put into the game is phenomenal. The vehicles themselves look amazing, and the fact that, hey, you pick up a vehicle on the Badlands, it's going to look different from the same model of vehicle that you pick up in the city center. That's cool. That right there should go to show you that there is some kind of vehicle customization. The only problem is they didn't say that you yourself could drive into a garage and customize your shit. Hell, I would be alright if you couldn't even drive into a garage, if you just could go to like some kind of app, in quotation marks, or something like that, some kind of digital interface or something, and be like, this is what I want my next rendition of this vehicle to look like. That would be a great. They didn't talk about weapons because they talked about that a couple episodes ago. Trying to think of what else. They showed the diner thing, the diner end scene they showed. It seems like that individual at the diner is your connection. I don't know if it's to purchase stuff, or if it's like your guide or your sponsor kind of a situation. Like sponsor in quotation marks. We'll have to see. I also wonder if /when/how he shows up for the different playthroughs, because you can have 3 different histories or 3 different starts. Nomadic, which you start out in the Badlands, as a nomad, which is like nomads are part of this moving tribe type of thing. You can start as a street kid, which should be pretty obvious of what you are. You've lived on the not on the streets, but you're street smart. You know what's what. Or you start as a corpo, which is the big wig fixer type of dude for a company, a corporation, they call it. I mean, I'm hyped. This is confirmed that I'm reasonably hyped for what I feel I've seen and what has been shown, because the fact that they've gone to these lengths that they've gone to make it as realistic to the world they're creating as possible is absolutely phenomenal to me. It makes me so happy they're going this far. It pleases me even more that they delayed the game like they did. Because if they just showed, hey, yeah, we made vehicles and then moved on, it would be a little bit like, okay, obviously that'd be stupid to do. But the fact that they... Oh, thank you for the host, DeFox. I didn't get the notification from stream. My apologies about that, but thank you for the host. That was rude that Twitch didn't notify me. At least on my tablet it didn't. Anyways. The fact that they've gone to such lengths just for the vehicles it's a good sign, to me, at least. I don't really have much else to say after all that, in all honesty. I was glad I streamed when I did. I'm gonna try and make it a habit of streaming these types of events more in the future. I am going to be... The next one that I know for a fact I'm going to be streaming is the December 10th Video Game Awards. I'll have to relook up all the games that came out this year and figure out which games my go-to of, like, I hope this one gets the Video Game of the Year award. Again, it's one of those things of, like, just a little trophy thing, but it's kind of like the Oscars. Fuck the Oscars. It's kind of like that's a meme from the VGAs a couple years back. Anyways, it's kind of like the Oscars for video games, or video gaming, I should say. But yeah, with all that said and done, I'm gonna see if this gets muted. I'm gonna probably upload it, or get it uploaded. If it hasn't. If it has, I'll probably get it uploaded anyways and write in the description. I apologize for it, but regardless, I do thank you for stopping by. And I do hope you enjoyed your stay at the Kingdom. And until next time, take care and have a good one. This is King Tombs 456 signing out. I will see. Okay, really quickly. I will see you all in the next, 7 hours and 20 minutes for some more Watch Dogs. Now, I'm out. So, till next time, take care, have a good one. King Tombs 456 signing out. Bye-bye!